Hey guys, Beau Taylor here. Your favorite day of the week, and that's Roof Rant Day. And today, I'm really glad that you guys clicked on this video because I made it just for you. And that's what we're going to be going over, knocking doors, and that is overcoming objections. A really good way to overcome objections is to agree with them and tell them that that is actually why that you are there. And it is. That's the best part. So there's no objection I don't have a great response for as long as I'm coming up with my reply. And so, hey, I'm not interested. I'm really glad that you said that because that's actually why I'm here. We already have a contractor. I'm really glad that you said that because that's actually why I'm here. I'm here because you had a contractor. We're not interested. I'm really glad that you said that you're not interested because that's actually why I'm here. I'm here because you're not interested. My daughter just got pregnant by a Filipino boy, and my father was killed by some Filipino gang members. And I'm having a meltdown, sir. I'm having a nervous breakdown. My racism on top of I feel lost in this world, and I don't know how I'm going to be a grandfather. The money's tight. There's so much going on. I'm actually glad that you said that, sir, because that's actually why I'm here. Now let's talk about those Filipino boys, huh? Now, whatever the objection is, the reason I'm here is then I'm going to go into the overcoming of that objection. So if it's, we don't have any damage. I'm really glad that you said that because that's actually why I'm here. I'm the contractor for Mr. Williams down the street. Are you familiar with what's going on down there with Mr. Williams? You're not? No? Mr. Williams is taking control back. He was actually told that he didn't have enough damage by his insurance company. And a roofing company that he had out even told him that he might not have enough damage. And he brought us out there because he was a little concerned and wanted a second opinion. And he was very glad that he got one because damage is damage. Enough damage, not enough damage. So you're saying there's damage. And if there is damage, your insurance company owes to replace it. Sudden and direct accidental loss. And so the reason I stopped here is because your roof is like the exact same situation. And let me guess. Have you been told that you didn't have enough damage? So what I'm doing there is kind of the Eminem effect. I call it the Eminem rapper door knocking. And it's like the idea that he would say, oh yeah, my grandma dropped me off at this rap battle and I'm a premature ejaculator. And so when the guy goes to rip him and your grandma dropped you off at this rap battle, he's like, yeah, I know, I just said that. What are you talking about? And it's like, oh. Same deal with these objections. If I can get to someone and overcome their objection before they ask it, that is wildly powerful. You will see in them a pause, a hesitation because they don't know what to say because they don't have a second response if you overcome their main objections a lot of times. And so if it's, hey, I'm really glad that you said that because that's actually why I'm here. A lot of people were told they didn't have damage, and I see where they're coming from. I get it too because it really didn't hail that bad. These roofs are only 6 years old. The cars didn't get dented up. If I hadn't worked in this industry for long enough time, I would have thought the exact same thing. But what's actually going on is there is damage, and it's not the type of damage that you're thinking, oh, well, it's leaking right now. What's happening is it's causing damage that will later on cause your roof to deteriorate exponentially or rapidly reduce the service life of your roof. And so common sense, you're thinking about, I don't have any damage, but yet 5 years from now, your roof, if not replaced, is going to look much, much worse than their roof, which is getting replaced, by the way. The insurance company's not replacing these roofs out of the goodness of their heart, I assure you that, because they're scumbags. I didn't say that about the insurance companies, but you can imagine what it'd be like if I did. And so, with the idea of, I'm really glad that you said that, because that's actually why I'm here. And if I overcome your objection like that, if I say all these details about it before you even have a chance to say it, when I stop talking, which is never, when I stop talking, what's your response? You know, I just went through a volume by volume explanation of why you do probably have damage and how it's totally understandable, but you might want to get a second opinion because you get your roof approved. You're not gonna be like, well, I don't have any damage. Because it'd be weird. You'd be like, I just said that would be the normal conclusion to have. And so I'm gonna have to get on your roof, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to step out of the way and allow me on your roof. Because you're not making sense. And so if I use those two techniques, the M&M door knocking style of overcoming their objection before they object, it will dramatically increase your ability to sell and overcome certain objections. And secondly, of get in the habit. Go out your next door knocking day, go out and make a point to overcome every single objection just that day with agreeing with them and then telling them that's actually why you're here. And a lot of you will be racking your brain while you're talking to come up with what that response is going to be. How do I overcome this objection? But that'll be a helpful tool because you'll keep adding a tool to your tool belt. If no matter what they say, you say, hey, I'm really glad that you said that because that's actually why I'm here. Now you need to have an objection for that. You can't just walk away, which a lot of you are used to doing. You can get lazy on the doors. And so a big help is to go out and force yourself to try to overcome one objection. There is nothing on the planet Earth that I don't have a good, well thought out response to. There's no objection. Even if it's a legitimate objection and it's not in their best interest to replace their roof, I have some talking points afterwards of just, hey, if they're like, look, my brother-in-law is a roofer and I signed a contract with him and we exchanged money and he's hard up for money and I want to help him out and he does the best work in town and he's upgrading me to a stone-coated steel roof and he's giving me $5,000 back in my pocket and his wife is giving me a HJ later tonight. I still would say I'm really glad that you said that because that's actually why I'm here. And while I can't compete with all of that. I can't. That's a lot of good things going on, especially the HJ. I dated your wife in high school, but that's neither here nor there. More importantly is if that falls through for whatever reason, because contractors make a lot of promises before the roof goes on, and if you run into any headaches, God forbid, if we're not the right choice, I get it. And if they can deliver on all of that, they are the people to go with, and I'll use them myself. But if they don't, will you hang on to my card to consider me, because I want a chance to compete for your business. Now, even if that's my response, and it's not an aggressive response to take business and say, hey, okay, fair enough, that makes sense. But give me your business if this doesn't work out. I still have a response. I still have something I'm going to say. So we're always leaving a card. We're always giving them a chance to let them know that we would love a chance to compete for their business. And things may change in the future. But right now as it sets, it makes sense. I get it. If you're trying to sell stuff and push things on people, you're instantly disqualified. You know? If I give you a legitimate objection that makes sense and you still try to sell me something, you don't care about my best interest. You only care about your best interest. And so when I'm knocking doors, one, I need to be putting their best interest first, or else I'm not going to get chosen very often. They'll say, whoa, no, wait a minute. Well, listen, you still need to use those. I make a $2,000 commission, dude. That's why you should use those. No, No, I should use the person that's the best fit for me. And you need to explain to them how you're the best fit for them. So I'm really glad that you said that, because that's actually why I'm here. And then all you do is tell them why you're the best fit, why your company offers more, or you're willing to make them the best deal out there, or a better deal than everyone else, or whatever it is, in any way you can. For you people in Texas, it will just be blindly covering deductibles like trashy sales, Lilliputian sales monsters. And for other states, it might be upgrades, or just giving them quality care, or the difference between me and everyone else is me. I'm going to be available to you, your project. I'm going to be on top of everything from the day of the build and the materials, and we're going to give you the best of everything. And I'm gonna make sure that this is done right for you, so you don't have to worry about it. And if you want to worry about it, come out front with me, and we can worry about it all day long, because I'm your dedicated project manager, sir. Put her there. But again, go around and fool around with those. Go out selling. And the M&M style of door knocking, overcome their objection before they say it. Overcome it and explain why it might be a misunderstanding. You will see great leaps and bounds with that. And then number two, if you don't, or if you do, tell them, I'm really glad that you said that, because that's actually why I'm here. I'm here because you're not using me yet. And I think that's a mistake, because here's what we offer. And go out there, do that, and I think you'll find a good amount of success. Those are two tools that I fool around with that I enjoy. That, and sometimes, probably my best sales pitch is I'll just go shirtless to the door during the daytime, because the husband's normally at work, and the wife will come to the door and I'm just shirtless, and I'll just go, sup. You know what I mean? Sup. And that's a pretty good pickup line for getting on roofs and stuff. And I get a lot of contracts with that, but I get a lot of people break the contract when the husband finds out they're with child. That's never good for business. And so that's another tip, is do not get the wives of your customers pregnant until after the roof goes on. You know, I had to learn that through several hundred different lawsuits.